All right, today we're diving into a book that's been a game changer for millions of people, Mindfulness in Plain English. We're going to break down what meditation really is, what it isn't, and how it can help you get a much better handle on that busy mind of yours. Let's get into it.
So, have you ever done this? You decide, okay, for the next 2 minutes, I'm just going to sit here and be quiet. And then, bam, your brain just explodes with to-do lists, worries, random memories, that song you heard yesterday. It's chaos, right? Well, that inner noise, that feeling that you can't just be, is exactly where we're going to start.
And here's the thing the book makes so clear right away. That feeling isn't a personal flaw. You're not broken. It's just part of the human condition. The author calls it an inherent unsatisfactoriness. It's that low-level, constant hum in the background that something isn't quite right. And meditation? It's the tool that lets you finally turn around and look that feeling right in the eye.
Okay, so if this feeling is just part of the deal, why even bother? Why try to do anything about it? Well, because most of us are stuck on what the book calls an emotional treadmill, and meditation is the key to finally stepping off. You know the drill, right? We're always chasing the next thing, thinking if I just get that promotion, or buy that new phone, or find the perfect partner, then I'll be happy. But the happiness never lasts, does it? The feeling fades and we're right back on the treadmill looking for the next thing. Meditation offers a totally different way, a way to find a sense of fulfillment that doesn't depend on what's happening out there.
So before we get into what meditation is, we really need to clear the air about what it's not, because there are a ton of myths floating around, and we're going to bust the big ones right now.
The biggest myth? That you have to empty your mind? Nope. It's not about wrestling your thoughts into silence. It's actually the opposite. It's about learning to observe your mind. You're not trying to go into some weird trance. You're trying to wake up and become more aware. And it's definitely not selfish. This inner work actually helps you develop a clarity and compassion that changes how you show up for everyone else.
So what is it then? At its heart, mindfulness is just pure awareness. It's the simple, but not easy, practice of seeing what's happening right now, without layering on all of our usual judgments and stories. You learn to just watch your thoughts and feelings pass by like clouds in the sky without getting caught in a hurricane.
Okay, so how do we actually cultivate this awareness? This is where it gets really interesting. The book argues that your attitude is way more important than any specific technique. The mindset you bring to the cushion is everything. Think of it like this. You're a curious scientist and your mind is the experiment. So first, don't expect any particular result. Just see what happens. Second, be kind to yourself. This isn't about forcing anything. Third, when good feelings show up, great. Don't cling to them. When bad feelings show up, that's okay too. Don't try to push them away. And finally, when you feel bored or restless, and trust me, you will, see that not as a problem, but as another interesting thing to observe.
All right, let's get practical, the nuts and bolts. The best thing about this practice is just how simple it is. You don't need any special equipment or beliefs. You can literally start right now.
Step 1. Just find a place to sit. A regular chair is perfect. A cushion on the floor works great too. The only goal here is to be stable and balanced, so your body doesn't become a huge distraction.
Step 2 is your posture. You want your spine to be straight, but not stiff and rigid. I love the image the book uses. Think of yourself like a young tree. You're rooted firmly in the ground, but you're also flexible. You're alert, but you're relaxed.
And now for step 3, the main event. All you're going to do is gently rest your attention on the physical sensation of your breath, right at the tip of your nose, where the air comes in and goes out. That's it. You're not trying to control it, just feel it. This is your home base, your anchor to the present moment.
But wait a second. What happens when your mind inevitably starts thinking about email or dinner or that awkward thing you said 5 years ago? Because it will. That's a guarantee. Well, this isn't a mistake. It's actually where the real practice begins.
This is maybe the most important mindset shift in the entire book. All the challenges you run into, the distractions, the boredom, the aches and pains, the anxiety, they are not getting in the way of your meditation. They are your meditation. They're the curriculum.
So instead of fighting these things, you just turn that gentle, curious attention toward them. Your knee hurts. Okay, what does that sensation actually feel like? Feeling bored out of your mind. What does boredom itself feel like in your body? You observe these states without judging them, and in doing so, you take away their power to control you.
So where does all of this sitting and observing lead? I mean, what's the ultimate point? Sure, you'll probably feel a lot calmer and less stressed, and that's great. But the real payoff, well, it's a whole lot bigger than just stress reduction. It can fundamentally change how you experience your life.
When you stick with this, you start to see your own mental habits with incredible clarity. That solid, hard shell of me and my story starts to soften. You connect with a sense of compassion you didn't even know was there, and you start to get this deep, intuitive understanding, not just an idea but a feeling that everything is always changing.
And this leads us to one of the most profound insights of the practice, something called anatta, or no self. The idea is that the you think of as this solid, unchanging thing is actually more like a weather system. It's a constantly shifting pattern of thoughts, feelings, and sensations. Remember that unsatisfactoriness we started with? It comes from trying to protect this solid self that isn't really there. We're basically spending our lives defending a cloud.
And so, that leaves us with a pretty powerful question to think about. If the self that you spend all your time and energy defending and trying to improve is really just a temporary, flowing process, what exactly are you holding on to so tightly? The freedom that comes from really exploring that question, that's the heart of mindfulness. Thanks for checking out this explainer.